Alright, let's talk about John Wick. It was it was good. I was excited for this movie when I saw the trailer back with wasn't Gone Girl, but back in like September or something when I first saw the trailer for this. I thought that this was going to be a really good action movie. And it was. This isn't going to be that good of a review just because I like it. I find the videos where I hate the movie and I rant are a little bit better received than videos where I like the movie. But yes, this was a really, really good action movie. Keanu Reeves is really good as an action hero. He proves that he can still pull off that type of role. For those of you that don't know what this movie is about, Keanu Reeves plays John Wick, a man who's, after his wife dies, he is given a dog as a last gift by his wife. These Russian mobsters see him out in town one day in his car. They want the car from him. He turns them down, so they break into his house, beat him up, kill his dog, and take his car. And then John Wick basically fucks up their shit. He takes on the entire mob, the Russian mob and stuff, in order to get revenge for the fact that this Russian mobster's son killed his dog. This movie could have been so much more cheesy and exploitative than it was, and the fact that it stayed serious was another really good part of what made this movie so amazing. It's not really an action be-all end-all. It's probably a new action classic in my mind. It is that good. It doesn't touch the Raid 1 or 2, but it's pretty good. It's up there with the first Expendables as far as action classics go. I hope this movie gets a really good following, because it deserves it. But trying to think. Yeah, this was wow. The action, it's fluent. It's not like Boondock Saints, which I might have to watch that movie to maybe give it another chance, but I don't think I'll like it anymore. My main problem is what I like to call stationary action, where it's just a guy holding a gun, it's blam, blam, blam. I don't like that in my films. I prefer roaming gun battles, or a little bit of hand-to-hand thrown in with gunplay, which this movie did so effectively. The first two fight scenes in the movie is John Wick basically assassinating people with his pistols, and it's just so cool how fluent it is. It feels rehearsed, but it doesn't feel like it's slowed down any. I've noticed in some action movies when they carry them over from a different audience to hear Lethal Weapon 4, I think it was, with Jet Li, where they kind of had to slow down his hand-to-hand action, his martial arts stuff, or even the Brick Mansions remake, they had to slow down the parkour, because the American actors couldn't keep up. But this wasn't the case here. It was fast, it was fluent, it was good. But my main thing about this movie that I like so much is there's a lot of lore here. There's a lot of mythology in this film, and I want them to maybe make a TV show or something exploring it, because the parts where this movie slows down, it's paced fantastically. It really is. But the parts where it slows down, it's kind of not explaining what John Wick is. He's an assassin. The Russians he used to work for the Russians. They actually tell you very little about John Wick specifically, but he's basically a guy you don't want to fuck with. But in the movie, he goes to this hotel, and it's a hotel where assassins stay. Everyone there is an assassin. They know the guy working at the desk. If you've seen the trailer, He knows everything that's going on, and the hotel does have this like rules of conduct where you cannot do business in the motel. Like, let's say, actually, the movie did a perfect example. The Russian mobster put a price out on John's head. They weren't supposed to attack him in the motel, but the girl does anyway. And there are repercussions for that. When you watch the movie, you'll see what the repercussions are. And there's like a bar in this assassin hotel, and there's a doctor on staff all the time. And I like that. I like that mythology. That in this world, the assassins more or less have an uneasy truce kind of thing, where like there's certain safe places where they can go. I thought that was really fucking cool, and I want to see like more stories from this world. That would be really cool. My only real gripes and complaints with this are a few story things. There's a character, I can't remember what her name is, but she's an assassin. If you've seen the trailer, it shows her fighting with John because the Russians put a bounty out on his head. And my main problem with this whole storyline is she's so determined to kill John that when he captures her and he like hands her off to another assassin, like, hey, just keep an eye on her, let her go in the morning, that she breaks out early, kills the guy that was watching her, and then goes after John, when she specifically knows what will happen. Not only that, she's betting her cards on the wrong horse. According to the stories of John, the fucking Russian mob doesn't stand a chance against him. Like, that's why it bugged me so much, is why would she basically throw her life away to get a contract, to fulfill a contract from a losing party? The way they could have fixed that main thing for me is explain. Like, make up some kind of backstory about her, like, John fucked her over one time, or something like that. Like that. Or say that she was jealous that John got married for a little bit and had a wife who died. I don't know. It feels really stupid that she would try to kill John for, like, I understand money too, but it doesn't even seem clear that money's the goal. It just seems she's just doing it to fucking do it. There's no motivation for why she's doing that in the film. Not only that, but she fucking kills the other assassin and the fucking someone else too. It just really doesn't make sense. That one part of the story is annoying. Other than that, this is a really good action movie. There's quite a few action scenes in this, actually. There's 4 actually, like, battles. Like, at battle/action scenes. And it's really good. Like, the only other complaint I could say is they didn't really tell you a lot about John Wick and his past, but I think they did that on purpose, like, keep the air of mystery about him. I'm really hoping there will be a sequel to this sometime, because it didn't give sequel bait, but it would make perfect sense for something else to happen. Like that, I think that would be very cool. Just because they sort of know where he is. Like the assassins, they know he's out of business, but now maybe since he came out for that one reason, like maybe the next one will be like, oh, we need you to come back or help us with something like that. That would be really cool to explore the assassin universe a little bit more, and to explain like why in this world there's this uneasy truce and agreement between the assassins. I think that would be really cool to do. The other thing I want to mention that I really liked was Willem Dafoe's character. I can't quite remember his name, but he was like a sniper, and he was tasked to take out John as well, but he didn't. He just like shadowed him the entire time and like warned him and stuff when shit was about to go down. But this was a really good movie. I would say if you're into action movies, go see it. I don't really know if the people in the theater I was watching this with were pussies or what, but they really didn't like the gore in this movie. Like, there's this one scene where John is like fixing his wound and there's like barely any blood, and they're like, I can understand getting a little bit upset when the dog gets killed, because that dog was fucking adorable. Like, I don't know who the animal trainer they had on this film was, but it was really good. Like, the dog they had was very, like, expressive with, like, its actions. But I can understand getting upset by that. Like, that is really a real big bummer. Like, I don't know, maybe it could turn out the dog didn't die, but he still wants to go kick their asses. Like, I don't know. But it was good. I would say check it out. If you're a fan of action movies, don't fucking wait till cheap seats. Just fucking go see it. It's worth going to go see. Okay, now on to the trailers I got. This was actually really exciting, because I finally got new trailers. I think another reason why I like this movie so much is because it was my definition of a good movie-going experience. Where I'm going into the movie, I've seen clips and trailers of the movie, I'm really looking forward to it, and then when I get in, I get good trailer after good trailer after good trailer. The trailers build you up for the movie you're about to see. That is my perfect I do a movie experience, and that's what I got this time. Unlike other times where, like, this movie may be good, I'm just gonna check it out because I got nothing to do. And then you get, like, questionable trailers, or that one trailer that looks like it's way better than the movie you're about to watch. Sort of thing. Like, I hate it when that happens, in all honesty. It's a real fucking bummer when that happens. But anyway, to trailers. Foxcatcher. Steve Carell and Channing Tatum in an Olympic movie, I think. This looks really intense, actually. I have no idea what this actually is based on in real life, but I'm definitely going to look it up next time. And next time I get the trailer, I'll just be like, oh, this is what it turns out it's based on. I hope it stays true. But it looks good. Like, Steve Carell does not look like Steve Carell. It looks like that, transformation that, Philip Seymour Hoffman did when he had to do Capote. Like, it's really amazing. And I think Steve Carell can do a serious movie. I think it'll be really good, actually. Hacked. I think it was Hacked, in all honesty. I struggled with this one because the title of it is written in, like, not very clear letters. So I think it said Hacked, either that or it said Black Hat. But I'm assuming my sensible side of my brain says Hacked. I think this is like a Grisham novel, but it's basically shit's being hacked by this terrorist guy, and Liam Hemsworth, I think it is. It's either Liam Hemsworth or Chris Hemsworth or Chris Pine. I don't know. Fuck, I'm not good with the action people anymore. I kind of fell out of the spectrum of action. But this guy who used to be a hacker, basically he's like the fictional equivalent of Mafia Boy, has to go and fucking stop them. It looks really good, and the trailer did this really effective thing where they played a cover. I don't know who sings it. A cover of Live and Let Die. Knocking on Heaven's Door, and it really built the mood for the movie. Like, I think the mood is going to be like, we're vulnerable because of all our, like, excess with our technology, and it's gonna be our downfall and our folly and stuff. Like, it looks pretty intense, and I'm looking forward to it. Insidious 3. I saw this a few days before, not in a movie, I just watched it online, but I think this might actually be better than the second one, because everyone's back. Well, the director and stuff is back. Not only that, but it's him doing another movie that he wants to do, I think. I don't think he wanted Insidious 2, but the fucking company was like, okay, people did not like that ending because it was a fucking bummer, so you have to fix that. Insidious 2 wasn't bad, it just wasn't as good as the first one, and was just really confusing at times. But I think that this one looks like it might be a little bit better, and the trailer says it has a more dark tone, so I'm hoping that it'll be really good. Like, I want it to be good. I like James Wan horror films. I do. Fucking Conjuring was awesome. Insidious was awesome. Even his sort of horror movies, like Death Sentence, the first Saw that he worked on, and Dead Silence, which is extremely fucking underrated, were all good movies. He has a very good way of setting tone and stuff in his films, and I like that. I'm really looking forward to Insidious. Hunger Games. Yeah, I got Mockingjay. A full trailer this time, not a teaser or anything else. I'm gonna make this quick, just because you probably know what I'm gonna say. I haven't read the books. I'm never going to read the books. The movies, I actually enjoy. They're not your typical run-of-the-mill tweener crap. So, yeah, I'm pumped for Hunger Games. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some people to go see it and do a quick little review. Fucking Hunger Games is gonna be awesome. And I do believe that's the last movie yeah, there's only this one and the next one. Because they broke the book into 2 movies because money. But I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be sad seeing Philip Seymour Hoffman in his last performance, but, you know. I think it might get a little bit more intense too, because, like, it's full-out war. It's not just the Hunger Games themselves. It's, like, rebellion and whatnot. So, I'm looking forward to it. Trying to think Nightcrawler, I know I'm seeing. I don't know what else, because I'm kind of not thinking about going to St. Vincent anymore, just because of some stuff I heard. But I'll put up my American Horror Story review eventually. I'm just, once again, very busy. The movies are easier to do than the TV shows, because the movies I can just watch, very quickly record, and upload. Whereas the TV show, I have to get them, or stay up till that specific point and watch them, and then do a video that night or the day after, so it's rather inconvenient. But see you next time.